Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to revision time. In our previous video, we have concentrated only on banking entries. We have studied which are different kinds of banking transaction, how we have to classify them based on the accounts, and how we have to record them in our journal. Today we will be solving our sum 3. Let's get started. On December 1, Hema started business with cash 1 lakh. December 2, opened a bank account with SBI, rupees 30,000. December 4, purchased goods from Ashu, 20,000. December 6, sold goods to Rahul for cash, 15,000. December 10, bought goods from Tara for cash, 40,000. December 13, sold goods to Suman, 20,000. December 16, received check from Suman, 19,500. Discount allowed, 500. December 20, check given to Ashu on account, rupees 10,000. December 22, rent paid by check, 2,000. December 23, deposited into bank, 16,000. December 25, machine purchased from Pragya, 10,000. December 26, trade expenses, 2,000. December 28, check issued to Pragya, 10,000. December 29, paid telephone expenses by check, 1,200. And last, December 31, paid salary, 4,500. Let's start analyzing the transaction and recording them in our journal. First transaction, December 1, Hema started business with cash 1 lakh. So here it will be cash account, debit to Hema's capital account. It's rupees 1 lakh. Write the narration for the same. Being Hema started business with cash. Next entry, December 2, open bank account with SBI, 30,000. Now you are depositing rupees 30,000 in bank account. Let us analyze the transaction first. Here we have cash account and bank account, and we know cash account is a real account, and here it's going out of the business and we are depositing it into bank account. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out, this will be credited. And since bank is the receiver, debit the receiver, credit the giver, so bank account will be debited. Here again it will be bank account, debit to cash account, amount of rupees 30,000. Narration, being open bank account. Next we have on December 4, purchased goods from Ashu, 20,000. So we have to remember that when name is mentioned, then it is a credit entry. There is no mention of cash. So this is not a cash transaction. This is a credit transaction where the name of the person will be affected. So purchase account, debit to Ashu's account for rupees 20,000. Being next entry, December 6, here sold goods to Rahul for cash. Yes, here there is mention of name, but also it's mentioned that it's sold for cash. So it is a cash transaction. So cash account, debit to sales account for rupees 15,000. Here Next, on December 10, bought goods from Tara for cash. Here again we are purchasing, but we are purchasing it for cash. So purchase account to cash account for 40,000. Being purchased goods for cash. Next entry, sold goods to Suman 20,000. Here again this is a credit transaction because Suman has not paid us in cash, so Suman's account will be into consideration. So here the entries of December 13, Suman's account debit to sales account for rupees 20,000 being sold to Suman on credit. Next entry, December 16th. December 16th, received check from Suman 19,500, discount allowed 500. So let us analyze this transaction first. Here we are receiving check, so bank account. Since we are receiving it from Suman, so Suman's account. And here we are allowing a discount, so discount allowed account. Now we know bank account is a personal account. Bank account is a personal account at, and here our account is receiving the amount, so we are debited. Next, Suman is again personal account and she is the giver, so she will be credited. Next, discount is a nominal account and here it's an expense, so expense are debited. So let's make an entry for the same. Bank account debit, we have discount allowed account debit to Suman account. Okay, how much Suman had to pay to us? Rupees 20,000. But how much did she actually pay with bank? 19,500, and we allowed her a discount of 500. So at the end, the total of the debit and credit of that transaction should be equal. So 19,000 plus 500 is 20,000. So it is correct. Next, on December 20, check given to Ashu on account 10,000. So we are paying to Ashu 10,000 rupees. So here again Ashu's account and bank account, since we are paying in check. Bank account is personal account and here we are the giver, so we are credited. And Ashu again is a personal account and she is the receiver, so she is debited. Let's make an entry for this. Ashu's account debit to bank account being paid through check. If we had paid to cash, then it would be to cash account. Amount of rupees 10,000. We presented her a check of amount of rupees 10,000. Next entry, here I am pasting it for you. December 22, rent paid by check 2,000 rupees. Let us analyze here first two accounts, that is rent account. We know it's a nominal account and here we are paying, so it's an expense for us, so it's a debited. We are paying it through check, so bank account, and again bank account is personal account and it's credited. So let's make an entry for the same. On December 23, rent account debit to check account, sorry, to bank account. Bank account, if we had paid it in cash, cash should be mentioned, 2000 rupees and 2000 rupees being rent paid. Next entry was on December 23, deposited into bank 16,000. Pasting it here for you. Deposited into bank 16,000. Here the entry, again it will be cash account and bank account. As usual, we know on December 23, bank account debit to cash account for rupees 16,000. Being deposited cash into bank. So this is the entry for the same. Next we have on December 25th, purchased machinery from Pragya. Here again it's not a mention of cash, it's bought on credit basis, so machinery is mentioned. We will take machinery account into consideration, debit that to again Pragya's account for rupees 10,000. Being purchased machinery. Next entry we have on December 26th, trade expenses 2000 rupees. December 26th, trade expense is nominal account, it's expense for us, so it's debited. Trade expenses account debit to cash account for rupees 2000. Being trade expense paid. Next entry on December 28th, we issued a check to Pragya of rupees 10,000. Here again let us analyze the transaction. Pragya's account, and it will be a personal account, and our personal account rules are debit the receiver, credit the giver. So we are giving it to her and she is receiving, so she is debited, and check is bank account and again personal account, and we are giving here, so our account is credited. On December 28th, Pragya's account debit to bank account for rupees 10,000. Being settled Pragya's account. Next entry on December 29, we paid telephone expenses through check. Same treatment again like we did it for trade expenses. December 29th, telephone expenses account debit to bank account for rupees 1200, being telephone expenses paid. Next, last entry on December 31st, paid salary, same treatment over here also. On December 31st, salary is an expense, so nominal account and debited. Salary account debit to cash account for rupees 4,500. Being salary paid. So now all the entries have been recorded. Let us calculate the total. So total of debit side must be equal to the total of the credit side. So here our total is 3 lakh 700 and 3 lakh 700. So this is how we have to analyze the transaction and understand under which account they belong to, and then post them into our journal entries as debit and credit. I hope this sum is clear to you, how we have to analyze the transaction and record them. If you're facing any difficulty, you can reach out to us through comment section and we will solve them at earliest. Until then, subscribe to our channel, like our video and share them with your classmates. Happy learning, signing off.